Hello, everyone. I am Gino Murillo, and I am a Reconnective Healing Foundational Practitioner. I studied with the Reconnective Healing organization, and now I've started my own business called Reconnect with Gino. Now, I have a website, reconnectwithgino.com, which is listed by the video. So if you go there, if you wish, you can also learn more about me, learn more about Reconnective Healing, and if you choose, book a session with me. So, today's video is about what goes on before, during, and after a reconnective healing session. I thought this would be useful for people who have never had a session before. And, it's all written down as well, but I decided that sometimes a visual and auditory approach is useful to people. So, let's get started. So, first of all, there are two kinds of reconnective healing sessions. One is in person. So you would come to me where I am here in San Diego, and then come in, take your shoes off, lie on a comfortable massage table, and I'll give you a pillow or anything to make you more comfortable. You keep your clothes on, and then your eyes are closed. Then I will go around you for about 30 minutes, feeling and pulling the frequencies and so forth. And then that'll be it. I'll let you know it's over. You stay there lying on the table, and then I'll ask you, what was your experience like? And then I may ask you a couple of questions as well. And that would be the end of the session. The other kind of session is called a remote session. Now, some people like to call it long distance, but the whole idea of time and space doesn't apply here because actually it's outmoded now. So the frequencies that we're dealing with here are literally everywhere at the same time. So I can work with you in a session for the 30 minutes, whether you're down the block, 3,000 miles away, 10,000 miles away, it doesn't matter. And it's just as optimal as if you were here with me in person. So now for a session, what we want to do is in remote, you would lie on a sofa, your bed, sit in a comfortable chair, eyes closed, shoes off, hopefully no distraction. We do the 30 minutes, and then I call you for the debrief. And of course, if you're out of the United States, we have lots of apps now that are free where we can still talk on the phone with that app and cover your session. Now, just a couple things. When you are having a session, it's best not to wear any additional accoutrements that you feel will help the reconnective healing frequencies. Reconnective healing is unto itself. It's all unique. It's pure. It doesn't need anything to help. And in fact, if you have those things, it's a deterrent to the frequencies. Same thing if you're remote. I would ask that you not have candles and incense and crystals and music and all that. Again, that does not help the session. So we'll keep it simple. Alrighty? Okay, so now before going into a session, we ask, if you possibly can, have minimal to no expectations for outcomes, because that's not how the frequencies work. Now, what you want may happen, or it may not, or something else may happen that will help you. So there's no way to determine that. We'll talk about that in just a bit. And then that's it. So you're all set for the before. And now during, I like to frame it as we are a team. So it's you, the client, me, the practitioner, and then we have the reconnective healing frequencies of energy, light, and information. So I am not a healer in that sense where, let's say you go to the Amazon jungle and you see a shaman and they're doing maybe psychedelics and they're holding you and doing all these things. None of that is happening. It doesn't apply at all to reconnective healing. So what we do is we ask you to be willing and open to change. Be in the beingness of the moment. And just to let you know, with reconnective healing, we know that you already have within you order, coherence, wholeness, and we strive during the session and hope that you will have that at the fore again in your life. Because in this world, the way it is, externally and sometimes internally, that order, coherence, and wholeness is highly valued in how you are in the world. Then one coaching point for you is that while you're lying there, if you find that you're mind is wandering and you catch yourself, don't beat yourself up or anything. Just think of this word. The word is receive, because you and I together are receiving these frequencies, this energy together. So receive is a very powerful word. So just think that and you'll come back to square. Alrighty. Now, afterwards, we already mentioned that we're going to do these debriefs. And then sometimes people want to know, well, when do whatever outcomes are going to happen, when do they happen? Well, they can happen right after, later in the day, later in the week, later in the year. They can happen in increments over a period of time. There's no way of knowing because we are all different and the frequencies are working with all of us differently. So there is no guarantee on when an outcome will happen. All right? And of course, we can't guarantee what the outcome will be. But let's give you some examples of outcome. So first of all, to emphasize the word balance. So lots of times when I work with people, whether it's in person or remote, the session's over and they will tell me how relaxed they feel. Now that is balance. And remember that whole order, coherence, and wholeness, that's all about balance. Now, other outcomes, I would like to say that I can't take off the table any outcome at all. Any outcome can happen, but we just don't know if it will or what it will be. So I can't take off the table if you have a major physical or mental issue. I can't guarantee that that's not going to happen. It could, and it has happened with practitioners before. In fact, Dr. Pearl himself. So, we'll see what happens. Now, some other possible outcomes are like mental clarity, emotional stability, maybe some more strength, more humor, more improved relations. Let's say with your spouse, with your partner, your family, your kids, your coworkers, your boss, strangers. Things start shifting and you're wondering why. What's going on here? And that's one of the gifts of the reconnective healing frequencies. Also, you might feel more youthfulness. Your career may take a different path suddenly. Maybe you were in the doldrums with your career, and now suddenly there's another position open at your company, and you can have it. You qualify, you get it. You have better money, better hours, whatever that might be. Or maybe somebody externally from the company, maybe they knew you before or worked with you before, and they say, I have a position for you at my company. It's a better position and it's for more money. Like, these things can happen. So be prepared. So overall, it's about life progress. So that's an exciting potential by taking these sessions. Now, we can say this can happen in one session, and we will do up to 3 sessions if you choose. We will do more if you choose, but we try to emphasize that you don't want to build a codependency on the sessions either. So I would say 3 is the preferred max, okay? Alrighty, so thank you so much for listening to me. There you have it, and hopefully we will cross paths in the future. Bye now.